Have you noticed how suddenly everyone is asking the same question? Is Panama the new Portugal? For over a decade, Portugal's Golden Visa ruled the global mobility world. It offered the holy grail, a low-risk real estate investment, minimal stay requirements, and a clear 5-year path to an EU passport. It was the most flexible EU residency to citizenship program through its Golden Visa pathway. But as we close out 2025, the landscape has shifted dramatically. While Portugal has tightened its belt, removing real estate options and extending citizenship timelines, Panama has rolled out the red carpet. With the recent ratification of Executive Decree number 193 in October 2024 and the streamlined processing in 2025, in addition to the new traveler passport feature introduced in October of 2025, Panama has rapidly become the preferred plan B for investors seeking speed, certainty, and tangible assets. This video compares the Panama Qualified Investor Visa and the Portugal Golden Visa as of December 2025, cutting through the noise to give you the factual regulatory reality. Hi, I'm Reza from Ingwe Immigration. We're a global mobility firm built on trust, expertise, and one mission: to make global investing, relocating, and building a life abroad simple and stress-free. Whether you're looking to diversify investments, secure a second residency, or create a long-term global strategy for your family, we help you cut through the confusion and make decisions with clarity. So let's dive in. Why is Portugal becoming more challenging? First, let's look at why Portugal. If you have been following the headlines in late 2025, you know the Portugal Golden Visa is not the program it was 2 years ago. Real estate is gone. You can no longer buy a property to qualify. The door closed in late 2023 and remains firmly shut in 2025. Then there is the 10-year bombshell. The most significant update in late 2025 is the Portuguese Parliament's approval of a bill increasing the residency requirement for citizenship eligibility from 5 years to 10 years for most non-EU nationals, starting the clock from the issuance of the card, not the application. While this maintains the residency rights, it fundamentally changes the ROI for those seeking a quick second passport. Instead of the 5-year citizenship eligibility from the application submission date, now it will be 10 years for non-Portuguese nationals, in addition to the extra 1 to 2 years of processing time for the initial residency approval, meaning a total of about 12 years. Despite the changes, Portugal remains attractive for a specific type of investor. You are the ideal candidate if your goal is lifestyle and travel, not just a passport. You want visa-free travel across the 29 Schengen countries, but are willing to wait a decade for citizenship. You are comfortable investing a minimum of 500,000 euros in regulated private equity or venture capital funds rather than managing physical property. You have a long horizon, planning a slow migration or retirement in Europe 10 plus years down the line, and don't need an immediate second nationality. Finally, you can tolerate a 12 to 18 month processing window while AIMA, the immigration agency, clears historical backlogs. An important thing to keep in mind is that Portugal still offers the most flexible EU Golden Visa with a citizenship pathway without requiring full-time residency within the entire region. Why Panama is surging in popularity? On the other hand, Panama is attracting the action-oriented investor who previously looked at Portugal's real estate route. You are the ideal candidate for Panama if you prefer to hold hard assets. You can invest $300,000 in a tangible property rather than a financial fund. You need speed. You want immediate permanent residency issued in approximately 30 days, not a temporary permit that needs constant renewal. The entire process until your immigration is approved, including the real estate title transfer process, would take roughly 90 days in total. You hate tax complexity and want to live in or invest in a jurisdiction with a territorial tax system, meaning you pay zero tax to Panama on your income earned outside of Panama. You want a plan B in the Americas, preferring a dollarized economy close to North America with a stable government. Detailed comparison. Let's look at the key points for each program based on the latest 2025 to 2026 regulations. For the Portugal Golden Visa, the status is open but restricted to non-real estate options. The top route is the 500,000 euros investment fund subscription, which must be a qualifying non-real estate fund. For the Panama Qualified Investor Visa, The status is fully operational and streamlined, with a new improved version since its relaunch post-pandemic. The top route is a $300,000 real estate purchase. The key benefit is immediate permanent residency upon approval with no temporary phase. For accepted benefactors, Portugal accepts spouses, children under 18 or under 26 if they are a student or dependent, and parents over 65 or financially dependent. Panama accepts spouses, children under 18 or up to 25 if students, and dependent parents. In terms of potential ROI, Portugal fund yields vary with a target of 3 to 10%, but capital is locked for 5+ years. Panama offers rental yields of approximately 6 to 8% plus asset appreciation potential. Processing time is a major difference. Portugal takes 12 to 18 months as the AIMA backlog is improving but slow. Panama takes a total of 90 days with its red carpet processing. The status granted also differs significantly. Portugal grants temporary residency via 2-year renewable cards. Panama grants permanent residency immediately. How about a local bank account? In Portugal, it is required before investment and compliance is heavy. In Panama, no, you can transfer directly from overseas. For the first visit, Portugal requires a biometrics appointment of 1 day, but scheduling can be tricky. Panama requires a short 1-day trip to complete biometrics and the immigration process. Taxation benefits favor Panama. In Portugal, benefits are restricted. NHR 2.0 is for specific innovation professions only, and global income is generally taxable for others. Panama uses a territorial tax system, meaning zero tax on foreign-sourced income like dividends, rent, or salaries from abroad. To maintain status, Portugal requires a stay of 7 days per year on average, or 35 days every 5 years. Panama requires just 1 visit every 2 years to keep the PR active. Citizenship eligibility is now 10 years for Portugal due to the new 2025 legislative update increasing it from 5. Panama offers eligibility after 5 years of holding permanent residency. The language requirement for citizenship in Portugal is an A2 Portuguese, which is basic conversational. Panama requires intermediate Spanish for interview purposes and the naturalization test. Finally, regarding passport ranking, Portugal offers a top-tier passport with EU Schengen access and visa-free travel to the USA. Panama's passport is strengthening, offering visa-free access to the UK Schengen and approximately 140 countries, including possible eligibility for a Canadian ETA. Which program wins? So, what is the practical conclusion? The truth is clear. The winner depends on your goals. If you want speed, hard assets, and tax efficiency, Panama wins. Panama delivers immediate permanent residency, tangible real estate, zero tax on foreign income, fast processing, a strong improving passport, and if you're from the US or Canada, it is in your time zone and easy to visit. It is the ultimate plan B for asset protection and lifestyle. If your dream is EU lifestyle and future EU citizenship, Portugal wins. But you must accept a 500,000 euros fund investment, no real estate, and a 10-year timeline to citizenship. Obtaining a Portuguese passport is no longer a 5-year sprint. It is a 10-year marathon. A note of caution from our experts on the Panamanian citizenship. While Panama allows you to apply for citizenship after 5 years, it is not pay for passport. You must demonstrate genuine ties to the country and speak Spanish. However, as a permanent resident, you enjoy almost all the rights of a citizen, making the citizenship step optional for many. Secure your strategy for 2026. Government policies change fast, as we've seen with Portugal's sudden shift to a 10-year timeline and Panama's deadline-driven regulations. Don't leave your global mobility to chance. At Ingwe Immigration, we specialize in helping investors navigate these exact complexities. Whether you want to lock in Panama's $300,000 real estate option before any future price hikes or structure a compliant Portuguese fund investment, our team is ready to guide you. Contact us today to schedule your consultation and find out which residency regime fits your family's future. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.